what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It is Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. Oh, good Lord. Oh, it's been an interesting last few days. Apologize. See the weather's now. It started off gloomy, it got really sunny, and then it's getting gloomy and cold again. Oy vey. I had two meetings today. One with my coordinator, one with the housing coordinator, and the other coordinator. I forget the title. Too numerous. And I have three people actually on my case. It's been actually the last couple of days, which is really cool. But today, so I showed them, showed my people the whole deal and everything, and they're like, well, how'd you find this out? I go, GD, this is what I do, you know. I go, I may be flying off the handle at times, but I'm not some crazy liberal just shooting off without finding facts and stuff like that, or saying, well, this is what I saw on the news, or this is what I heard, or, you know. And in both of these meetings and the instances with the gentleman and everything, they're looking, and I'm showing them the video, and I'm showing them what I found, and I go to GuideStar, and I show all the postings and everything about DeVille and the holdings and the worth and the assets. And I go, you know, I'm giving this company, this corporation, the benefit of the doubt, that they don't know. That the presumption is that they don't know what's going on over at this address. It's like, how are the property taxes being paid, first of all? You know, whatever donations that she gets from this church here, you can't simply pay off the property taxes on this property, and if the mortgage and everything, and not to mention what other utilities the church has accumulated here on a monthly basis, let alone our residents. Over $80,000 during the lockdown. That's quite a bit, you know. And even my first guy said, well, you know, the agreement was on the utilities that you pay a certain amount. I go, yeah, but after the lockdown, the share that Dion and I have, Carla and her little client has probably accumulated, or is best, but they don't leave the house. She doesn't leave the house. He does once in a while to get bicycles to re-engineer and sell and stuff for a quick fix or whatever. You know, the other day he came in looking all homeless with a beach chair on his back and knocking on, "Ma, it's me. Let me in." Looking very tore up. So yeah, you know, and they're smoking dope, and there's been some weird white, and I don't know, I'm not sure, but the other day when Dion and I were talking, you know, he was telling me, yeah, I thought I heard something. There's I don't know if he's there today. I know he had been for the last few days. Some white, freaky looking dude that's laying down in the utility room with LeVar and stays there when LeVar's not there, going to get bicycles or whatever it is that he finds to re-engineer. This whole thing is just, and you know, my guys they're amazed. I go, well, you know, first of all, my name, my identity, my social security is tied to this. Well, you know, you have to. Whatever you're doing with, you know, with homelessness and stuff like that, when you get housed and everything, it's just, it's a business. So your ID has to be noted. Your social security has to be noted. I don't like the fact that my ID, my identification, my social, and anything that's connected with my name or me as a person is being utilized for ill-gotten gains. Especially, you know, you want to talk about identity theft, you know, regular folks and stuff like that, when they get their ID stolen and then like poof, you know, their money's all gone from the bank account, or property or things have been purchased in their names or whatever. This is basically the same thing, only through a church and a nonprofit. Oh goodness, is that 1 second please. So yeah, scam calling. So yeah, this is all too much, it's been adventurous. It's kind of fun. 1 second please. A lot of crime as of the lately. My Citizen app keeps popping up at the shooting, stabbing, car chase, blocking off the freeway. Anyway, no, it's it's just crazy. It's just totally crazy. By the way, Feliz Dia de las Madres. Today is Mother's Day. No, it's not, Charlie. Yes, it is. Today's Mother's. We celebrate Mother's Day today in Mexico. So today, I was at Vallarta. I was like, oh, criminy, that's right. Today's Mother's Day. They are going to have the mariachis over here this Sunday morning. So I will be here to video the mariachis like I have in the past, but I'm going to run it on the other channel because it'll all be copyrighted. So since that is a yearling, a very young channel, to be subjugated to a strike, you know, you got a copyright, that's fine, because that, like I said, it's not even monetized. So I'll let you guys know when I'm done with that. But anyway, this has been crappy and stuff like that. So hopefully in June, there's a good chance that I may I think there's the apartment down on South Fair Oaks, so we'll see. Again, not putting any eggs in any basket, because there's really no eggs at all, just verbal eggs at that. So anyway, yeah, it's been nuts actually. So that's all done. The other day when I was just walking around, just trying to get out of the house, it was quite amusing. It was quite cute, quite sweet, and I was like, ooh, wow, that's cool. I felt pretty good about myself. I was walking around down in Old Town and stuff, and I was crossing the street to get to Fair Oaks to go get the bus, and there was this couple with this young lady, and as I crossed the street, I heard them in Spanish going, ahí está el gallo, ahí está el gallo. Walking around, mira, ahí va el gallo, ahí va el gallo. El gallo is Spanish for the rooster. And I'm like, oh, maybe they're talking about one of the new restaurants that opened up. I think it's an Indonesian restaurant, and they were walking behind me, and they're like, ahí está el gallo, ahí está el gallo. So, excuse me, I turned around, I go, yo soy el gallo? Am I the rooster? And the one young lady that was like walking closest behind me, she's like, and she kind of blushed, and I go, yo soy el gallo? Am I the guy, or you talking to me? And they started laughing. I go, oh, thank you. And I guess she was blushing too, because she's like, oh no, thank you and all this. I go, no. And she did, she's like, oh no, thank you, you're so sweet. And she did that, the little, with the both hands, a little heart. She's like, oh, thank you so much. And it wasn't until I got to the bus stop that I'm like, you big dummy, you know, you could have probably, you know, take it a little further and carried on flirtation and stuff, because I kind of felt that she was edging that way. But like I've said in the past, I'm in no position to be romantically involved with anyone, you know. Hey, 57-year-old schmuck here, transitional housing. God, you can't even come over. I can't even take a shower, for Christ's sakes. I haven't had a shower since April 2020, you know, and I reiterated that. Ooh, yeah, it is getting cold. You know, and I reiterated that to both my guys. They're like, wow. You know, it's like bird baths in the bathroom sink and baby wipes, you know. It's horrible. It's horrible. I'm not going to pursue that. And then yesterday I was over on Lake Avenue at the CVS, because on my Nextdoor app, one of the neighbors said, oh yeah, you got to check it out. They got a whole bunch of the items now locked up for anti-shoplifting and stuff. They kind of got like the same thing as the Target in San Francisco does, all in plastic doors and locks and stuff like that. So I went in there. It's not as bad, but I guess to a lot of the neighbors there, it's something new. And yeah, it's kind of unheard of. You know, we didn't have that kind of a situation with any of the retailers here. The Ralphs alone, in their over here on Lake, where they have the area where the pharmaceuticals, the medicine and stuff like that, they've encased it. They've blocked off the aisle, and then on the one aisle they closed it off and they put a plexiglass, so you can only come in one way and make purchases, and they have a register there to make purchases, and you can't take them out. It's pretty screwed up. And I think a lot of you folks that wherever you may live probably have something like that or similar, or been to places like that, and you're like, wow, I never thought in a million years where I live anything like this would have happened. But yeah. So anyway, you know, Folgers coffee is what the ex and I used to drink, but a jar of 7-ounce Folgers coffee is like $12 to $15. Over here at the store across, it's like $14 and $15 anywhere else. But at the CVS, and it's a pretty disheveled now. It's looking very picked over. It was on sale for $7, so I figured, well, I'm going to treat myself and get a jar of, you know, good coffee and stuff like that. And little 2 packets of Biscoff shortbread cookies. I love those things. Expensive, but 79 cents for a pack of cookies. And I was waiting in line in back of this one young lady, and she looked over and she saw me holding my coffee and my 2 shortbread cookies, and she's like, you know what? Today's your lucky day. She's like, come here. She grabbed my stuff that I was going to pay, and she goes, you know, I've been blessed lately, and I just want to pay it forward. And I'm like, whoa, wow, that is so cool. This is what another one of those, again, those with that young lady down over there with the little flirtation and then the coffee buying. Those are the moments where I take it as it's just God, you know. It's just God's reassurance to say, hey, you know what, you're not a loser, you're not a total loser, you know. Just trying to help you feel like you're worth something. So yeah, that was cool. That was like, that was cool. That was very sweet. I liked that. It was very much. I must have thanked her like at least 3 times. So yeah. But that's it, my friends. That's pretty much it. I'm waiting. That's why I'm answering my phone, because I'm waiting to hear from the job, because I gotta still do my the cash handling. Finish the cash handling videos, and I think also the safety and emergency protocol videos and stuff like that. Probably amended with all these shootings. We did, when I was working at Target last, we had a shooter drill. It was kind of funny because the shooting drill, when you vacate the store, if you're lucky enough to vacate the store, there was a meeting right next door to the store. And I remember when we were doing the drills, and I'm like, oh, they're doing the head count and everything. Okay. And I'm like, oh, great. There's 23 of us that are easy pickings, you know. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Oh, hey, we're only 50 feet away from the store, so a proposed shooter could just come over here and peg us off. These protocols are silly. But I understand necessity. And did you happen to catch the new FBI film that they showed? I'll try to link it in case you folks haven't seen it. It's on Twitter, and I was like, oh man. Now they're basically encouraging that if you happen to be in a scenario where there is a shootout, you take matters in your own hand. You subdue. Okay, we have a shooter at this bar. I'm going to go for the head. The other guy's going to go for the feet. And I think they say the bartender's going to go for the weapon and stuff like that. I'm like, I think that is like the most dangerous flippant thing that you can do. And besides, in a shooter situation, who is actually going to get together and brainstorm at how to take these things out? You know, who's going to actually plan out? Who's going to have 15 seconds alone to try to plan to take a shooter out? This is the most stupidest thing. I think in a shooter situation, if you are with someone, maybe say, okay, we'll get out here or whatever. But it's always that one brave soul that gives up their lives to subdue or take out a shooter and stuff like that. These are just some stupid times, and our politicians and the government's just jeopardizing us and jeopardizing all our lives, and just, it's for votes. Both sides, it's for votes. It's dumb. It's just totally dumb. Anyway, my friends, that's it. Oh, that is a lot. That is a lot. But anyway, that's it. You folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take any day hereafter or any other day. Pull down your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, we're doing, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, what's going on. And, oh yeah, here's Mother's Day in the store. This is what we're celebrating. Mother's Day. I'm looking forward to the mariachis because I had already talked a week ago to one of the employees, one of the young ladies that I know, well, just as a customer. And I asked her, I go, you guys going to have the mariachis again this year? She goes, yeah, I think so, this Sunday. And I'm like, cool, because, you know, I want to video it. So she's like, oh, yeah, you did video it last year. I'm like, yeah, I love it. But anyway, comments good or bad, please post. If not, email. Mother's Day. Ooh. Today is Mother's Day. In Mexico, we celebrate Mother's Day today. Car alarms suck. Ooh, look at these. Oh, these are beautiful. Es Día de las Madres. Hoy en Mexico. We celebrated here in the States this weekend. We are going to have mariachis over here this weekend, and I'm going to cover it.